Good morning, student. I am back with a new video, video number 3rd. In this video, I am continuing with this number system. In part 2, I have given one question, one homework. That is, you have to locate the root 6, root 7, root 8, root 9, root 10 on the number line. And I am assuming that you have done in the homework copy. Now come to the year next. I am starting with the exercise 1.2. In the exercise 1.2, there is a 3 question on the basis of true or false. Just see here. Every irrational number is a real number. Now, you already know the answer of this. Yes. How? Yes, all the irrational numbers can be represented on the real number line. How? See, 0, 0, I can say any number which can be represented on real number line, because as you know, real number is what? Rational, irrational, as well as without decimal numbers. So all the numbers are called as a real number. So this is the answer of the first question. Second, every point on the number line is in the form of root m, whereas m is a natural number. The answer of this question is false. Why? Every number of root m is a natural number. No, sometimes some numbers are not in the form of natural number. It means they are not converting in the square root. So we cannot say that all the numbers are the every point on the number line is a form of root m. So answer is false. All the negative real number cannot be written as a form of root m, from where the m is a natural number. Correct? Natural number, it means all the numbers are together. For the natural number, this negative number cannot be placed on that number line, because negative 5 under root you don't have. This one is not there in the question. You just see. If I am writing this kind of numbers are not available in the market. This is there, but this is not part of real number. Then it is called as imaginary number. We will do in the 10th standard. You will do this kind of numbers, but here you have only real number. So this kind of number are called as imaginary number. It not be considered as a real number. Now third question. Every real number is irrational. Every irreal number is a rational. Now, irrational number is what? The number which are not written in the form of p by q. So all the irrational number can be a real number, but all the real number cannot be a irrational number. So answer is a false. Real number can be rational or irrational. Is it clear? Now come to the next question, and this question we have already done. So I am giving again this question as a homework. So consider it. Question number 2. Are the square root of all the positive integers irrational if number given and the example for the square not of a number that is a rational number? Example, question already there. Are square root of all the positive numbers are irrational? No, all are not. Some are irrational, some are rational. So you have to write root 1 is an irrational number. Why? Because root 1 is irrational or rational, anyone? It's a rational number. So don't consider as irrational. Root 2 irrational. Root 3 irrational. Root 4 rational. Why? It has a square root of 2. Root 5 irrational. Root 6 irrational. Root 7 irrational. Root 8 irrational. Root 9. This kind of numbers which cannot be converted in the square root, perfect square, that are the irrational. Some numbers are irrational, some numbers are rational. So answer of this, here you can see the answer that all the numbers are irrational. Some square root will be a perfect square, so that they will be a rational. Is it clear? And this question I am not doing because we have done. So show how root 5 can be represented on the number line, and I have done this question in the earlier part 2. I have done this question in the earlier part 2. So this question we have already done root 5. Okay. Now come to the next. Now I am starting with a new topic, that is real number, their decimal expansion. Now you will get the question on the basis of real number to convert this real number on the decimal expansion. So first, what is the meaning of decimal expansion? The number which is written in the p by q form we have to write in the form of decimals. That's called as a decimal expansion. Now see here. This question 10 by 3, we have to convert this number in the decimal expansion. Very easy, just do the division part. So I have started, but I have not completed because I want to solve in the front of you only. So I have not solved it. Now see here. See. You have to do this 3 is your divisor and this 10 is your dividend. So you have to solve it. In the 3's table, 10 will come 3 times. So 3 3s are 9. How much remainder? 1. This 1 cannot be divisible. So I will put point here and I will increase 0 here. Now again 10. So what will be the answer? 3. Again I will put here 9. Minus it, what you are getting? 1. Ultimately you are getting remainder as a 1. So ultimate number will be repeating same ways. Just see it. Again the point already there. So I will increase the 10. So here 3 3s are 9. So again what I am getting? 1. Again remainder is same. Again point already there. I will increase what here? 0. Again 3 3s are 9. So you are getting 1 as a reminder. So you can see the answer of this 3.333 continuously it will be there. Correct? So this is called as a first, this is non-terminating number because it is not terminating, it is going further. But it is recurring. Why recurring? The 3 is repeating. Continuously what it is repeating? 3. So this kind of number is called as a non-terminating but recurring. Is it clear? This one also can be write like this. 3.3 is bar. How? Because 3 is repeating. So on the bar meaning of bar is repeating this number again and again. Is it clear? Now come to the one more question I am solving. 7 by 8. Again see here. Again you do have to do the division. This 7 is your dividend. This 8 is your divisor. So in the 8's table 7 will be not there. So what I will do? I will increase here point. If I will increase the point, I will increase 0 here. Now see the 0. In the 8's table 70. 8 8s are 64. After that minus it. What you are getting? See how much you are getting? 6. You are getting what? 6. Again point already I have taken. So I will increase the 0. In the 8's table 7 times 56. Now I am getting 4. Again 0 already point already there. I will increase the 0. 8 5s are 40. So what I am getting? My remainder here is what? 0. Whenever remainder is 0, whenever any number which we are converting decimal and after division if we are getting what? 0. We are getting what? 0. That number is called as a terminating. Why terminating? Because it will not going further. It will stop. So answer of this question is 0.875 and this question is what? Your terminating. Is it clear? So this is the way you have to solve the question in the decimal expansion. Now come to the next. Now one more, I have written one line note. This note is what? Just see here. Your after decimal whatever number are increasing, that number will not go more than your divisor. It means here is how much? 8. So the number will not go more than 8 times. It means here stop it 3 times. So it is called as what? Correct. You have done the solution. Same as you can see here 3 is a divisor and the number increase only 1 time. But 3 is increasing. But on the 1 time we are getting, because we are getting the reminders of 1 again and again. That's why we are going further. So we can say that any question which are you doing as a division, the divisor will the whatever the value of divisor we have, the decimal expansion will not go more further than the divisor. Is it clear? Now come to the here. Next topic is writing the decimal expansion number in the form of P by Q. Before we have done decimal expansion, now we have to convert the decimal to P by Q form. So just here, first question I am writing 0.5675. 0.567 and first this number is what? Your terminating number. Correct or not? Yes. If any terminating number you are getting, that terminating number very easy to convert in the P by Q's form. Why? Just see here. 3.565. Put divisor. Correct. Now this number is not increasing. This number is a terminating. decimal you have to remove this decimal. What you have to do? You have to increase the 0 in the below. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you have to put here? 1. So your answer is 3, 5, 6, 7, 5 upon 1, 0, 0, 0. This is your answer. Very easy or not? Very easy to convert the terminating number in the P by Q form by the increasing the 0 in the below. Is it clear? I am giving you one question for the homework to convert the number in the decimal expansion 30 by 35 by 100. This question I am giving you as a homework to convert this number as a decimal. Is it clear? Now come to the one more question. I have taken 3.33333 this number, and as you know, by the seeing this number, what you are getting? The number is non-terminating and recurring. The number is non-terminating and recurring. How you will solve this number to convert the P by Q? Because it is not easy, because 3 is continuously going on. We cannot say that it is stop here and we will increase the 0 below. We cannot do. So we have to do this kind of question the another form. Just see it. Whatever number we are getting, we have to put on the x equals to 3.3333 dash and assume this one as a first equation. By the multiplying 10 with the equation. Why I am multiplying with the 10? One number is increasing again and again. 3 is increasing, and 3 is a single number. It is not double number. It is single number. So I will multiply this 10 with this complete exercise. You will get this 1 3 will be shifted to the decimal form this side, because we are multiplying with the 10. So now my number will be 10x equals to 33.3333 dash dash, and this is your second equation. By subtracting second and first equation, 10x equals to 33.3333 dash dash dash, x equals to 3.3333 dash 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 dash. You can see 3 minus 3 0, 3 minus 3, so on. After decimal all the numbers subtracted, correct? So after decimal what you are getting? 0 0 0. 10x minus x equals to what? 9x. 9x equals to what you are getting? 30. X equals to 30 by 9. So x equals to 10 by 3. So your number is converted in the 10 by 3. That is your decimal expansion. Is it clear? Today I have given this kind of question to understand. Now come to the next topic, that is exercise 1.3. I am giving you this question today as a homework, and I will solve tomorrow with the solution. Okay, now just see. Questions are: write the following in the decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion is. I have explained it. Next, express the following in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are the integer and Q does not equals to 0. 0.6, 0.47 and 7 as a bar. Okay, 0.001. And this question I will solve. Try to solve these two questions. Thank you.